So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. By Harris. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And it's 3rd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And they work this out past the 25. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Darnold. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now it's Darnold. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the 1st down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to blitz coming, and down he goes. Sione Taki coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed.
Yeah, exactly right. Third down.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Matthias Farley. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Gonna be the...
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
I know we don't talk about...
And oh, it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. First carry for Nick Chubb. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Watch the screen.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Mayfield, flush to his right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
Pass interference. Defense.
Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they quit calling it. But not in this case. They drop the flag for the pass interference.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Taking it in from 2 yards out, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result.
Touchdown. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score from 7, Jets 6.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Check back.
On second and 11 now. Darnold got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Caught here by Bell. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Darnold hitting his tight end, Herndon. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 43 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? People say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there, perfectly executed. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mayfield finding Beckham. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. 52 yards. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. The electric OBJ, the short reception, and then he did the rest of the work himself.
You know, there's a thing that the players always talk about, the coaches in the league, they call it play speed. Because, you know, we have that time speed when we're running the 40s at the combine and, you know, in pro days and all of that. But play speed is different. And OBJ's play speed is some of the best in the league. In other words, when he has the ball in his hands or he's running a route, he runs it just a little bit harder than most people, and oftentimes you come up wrong on your angles trying to tackle him.
Let's go, let's go.
The New York set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Bell. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Jet first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Darnold now to throw. Escaping. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Darnold completes to Bell. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead, it just brings up 4th down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. There's Baker Mayfield as he and the Browns offense comes back out. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, is that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
Come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
On second down now, it's Bell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
I know every time we watch Le'Veon Bell play, we think about him making people miss the hesitation move. But you remember he came out of Michigan State as a bruiser and a thumper, and he still has those capabilities.
At 225 pounds, an underrated part of his game.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Check. Protein spill.
On first down, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. To throw is Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. That's complete. It's Bell.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Darnold now 11 of 16 through the air. It's first and 10. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. Ficken's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So there you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. This will be taken about the 12. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Le'Veon Bell and the Jets ready to begin their next drive. He is hoping to find the end zone for a third time, and we sit now in the third quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Again, it's Bell. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Found his target. It's Anderson. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he stopped immediately there. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Steps away. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. He's picked off near his own 48. Trying to get it to Landry there.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. A first down throw. Darnold caught here by Griffin. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. Herndon hauls it in for the Jet touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Jets will extend their lead. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Here's Sam Ficken now for the Jet field goal. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play caller. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
You can't block me. Alert, 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 alert. 55, 5.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Mayfield on 1st down. And he's got the hook up to Landry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that.
Staying ahead of schedule. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot. Bang, bang, bang. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Hey, check right, 57.
1st down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, out comes the Browns kicker, Austin Seibert. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Jacksonville, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Seibert thing away. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And New York set to take the field. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game. And on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer. A team that's been playing not to lose, as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that. And that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Darnold from the gun. Open man is Anderson. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one goes for 24 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Way beyond Bell. It's a foot race. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Keep going, no, keep going.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Montgomery. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Going with their tight end on 4th. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Jets will extend their lead. Well, there was no secret there. They were in goal line formation. They wanted to pound it in on 4th and goal, and they did just that.
And how about the challenge? That's a challenge to the offensive line, which they eagerly accept. I haven't met a lineman yet that doesn't want to run the ball more than throw it because they get to fire out and really smack someone. And, boy, they got it done. I'm sure they were encouraging them on the sideline. Let's go, and let's run the ball as well. And they put it in for 6.
This will be taken about the 12. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 20.
Pass interference. Defense.
So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Pistol. Nice 57's left. Hey, high 7.
A 1st down throw from Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
It's caught by OBJ. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mayfield to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Baker Mayfield, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Here we go. The Browns will go for 2.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Hey, alert 33.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. And this is caught. And they've got the lead here in the 4th. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Darnold and the Jets now down by 1. 2 minutes, 30 seconds to play. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Here's Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Jet first down. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. A first down carry for Bell, but he'll work forward for only about a yard. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26. Check 99, check 99.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. Bell a first down and then some. Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. And all the way in, touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell in the final minute. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you? And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Here's Sam Ficken now for the Jet field goal. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
And now the attention, it turns to the Browns. Trailing by 5, 55 seconds remaining. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Alert, 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 alert. 57's the mic. Watch 57. We own it. We own it. Wahoo. Watch 57. Watch that.
Back to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
180.
Here's Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2. Try to make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this 4th quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. The New York set to take the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Caught here by Bell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. And Anderson's got it. And he's got this down to the 35. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
They'll run on 1st down. Bell. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the city will be alive tonight. The Jets have won it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.